Okay, so I'm working on trying out different areas of focus in my swing to see what. So I think what's tricky is going from a trainer swing, which helps you do some things better than you would naturally do with a golf club, and then bringing that to your golf club, and then subsequently bringing that to hitting a shot in practice, and then of course going on the course where it can all fall apart again. So there's all these levels of a different context changes your focus basically, or where your attention goes. So an element of tension moves you out of your body into your head, or different ways of thinking about it. But so what I'm really thinking about is I really have to find a way to, how do I pick a singular area of focus? And maybe I just need to try a lot of different things, and maybe everybody does, because maybe one person's area of what they're attending to is not going to be the same as someone else's. So I'm going to try just going from the ground up as an idea for today. So what I'm going to focus on is I'm going to swing my trainer, and I'm going to do a couple things consistently through any of these things. So myself feel grounded, get my weight not too far forward, but more in the middle of my foot. That's what Ben Hogan says, should be more toward the heels than you would do, and that's because the pull is this way. You don't want to be on your toes. You want to be braced against the pull, always at the club. So get yourself a feeling of being braced, that if somebody grabbed you and pulled you this way, you would have a brace against that. So I think that's an effective idea of a stance. So then now, as I'm starting with the ground, that's the only thing I'm going to focus on this time. So this will be the first test for me, and then I'll give you my results at the end. So focusing my attention on my feet. Am I staying in balance? Am I staying connected? Let my upper body be relaxed, but my focus keeps going back to my feet. How do my feet feel? What's the movement in my feet? How's the weight moving? So I got a feeling for that. And now, still, the focus is still on my feet the whole time. So on my feet. Feels very similar. Keep moving. That's tricky. You'll notice, oh, my mind went, whoa, it's there. Oh, no. Get it back to your feet. On your feet the whole time. Become aware of your feet through the whole swing. And now, same feeling. Awareness is staying on my feet. And I'm going to move it through the ball. Interesting. Didn't stay with it the whole way. I would say I stayed with it pretty close to being into the strike, and then I moved away from it. So we want to stay with my feet, not just to there, but all the way through. Stay with an awareness of how my feet are working and staying balanced all the way through the ball. Stay with my feet. That one was better. I don't know what it did with the swing, but it was better. So that in that case, I stayed with my awareness being on my feet all the way through the swing. So it's interesting. One thing it does is it's just if you move, anything you can do to move your awareness off the ball is probably a good thing. You don't want to be focused here. You want to be focused on your target, the flow of your movement, something other than a point in space. A point in space is not a good focus. And even the word focus is not good. So awareness is what I really mean. Be aware continuously. We'll just try one more. Continuously aware of what my feet are doing throughout the swing. Get nice, a little bit back, nice and balanced. Constantly aware. Interesting. Okay. Not bad. So decent focus in a way for me, really. Much better than. So I think a lot of people suffer from, you get your weight, especially as it starts to pull, you really haven't set yourself up for a turn. And so as it starts to pull, you're going to lose your balance a little bit and fall forward this way. So practice, and with your trainer, really work it all the way around and get a feeling of being balanced and counterbalancing the mass all the way through the swing. So yeah, I like it. It's a good exercise for me. So that will be day one. Focus on the feet. Maybe day two becomes the knees. I don't know. So some people focus on the center of your body. You could focus on observing the club moving through space. You could keep awareness of the target in your mind the entire swing. So there's a lot of different ones. So I'm going to try them all, but I think that obviously that's not a bad, pretty similar shot pattern with a little draw. So not a bad one for me. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'll move on to other ones.